Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your favorite girl Tiffany Aweka, that Nigerian, currently based in Canada YouTuber. For those of you that do not know, I am a content creator that is based in Ghana, Accra, Ghana. I am Nigerian, yes, but at the moment I'm based in Canada because I came here to have my baby. I have currently given birth, yes, if you're keeping up with me. But if this is your first time, it means you're new here, and it also means that this type of content interests you, and that is why you have clicked on this video. And I'm telling you, you made the right decision, because what I'm about to give you now is like first hand filler. When I say filler, it means like the main thing, the 411, you know. That's the Ghanaian term. So Akwaba means welcoming, and tree, that's Ghana. So Akwaba, welcome. I don't know if you've seen the previous videos before this, but I've been having a little mix of Canada content and also mommy content. So if you're interested in mommy content, this is the place to be. If you're interested in Canada content, this is the place to be. So please, before we start, why don't you just subscribe? So yeah, let's get into today's video. So today I'm going to be discussing with you guys first-hand tips. This video is actually kind of, I wouldn't say dedicated to pregnant women coming to give birth alone, but it's targeted to those kind of women. Like if you know that you are, number one, you're pregnant, or if you know that you're about to be pregnant, or you know that, or let's say you know that one day you want to come to Canada to have your baby, then this video is for you. This is things that you have to know before even applying for a visa. Like, it's very important. Like when you get immigration, anything can happen. That border cross, anything can happen. And let me say this and say this here: visa does not guarantee entry. Yes, there are a lot of people that have gotten the visas, and when they get to that immigration checkpoint, a lot of questions come up. I'm telling you, I've heard of stories, and I've seen people being sent back at that border, like that border checkpoint. Like they send you back. It's crazy. Like, whew, trust me, you don't want to be one of these people. And also, if you think pregnant women, they don't send people like us that came back. They do send pregnant women back. I've heard of a story, this one first-hand story, that, oh, they sent her sister back. Her sister was heavily pregnant. They took her back because of some documents, blah blah blah. She couldn't like really defend why she was here to give birth and why she chose Canada. But not to worry, your girl is here. I'm gonna give you a tip, so sit tight. So now, first things first. Now, you want to have your baby in Canada. Let's say you've applied for your visa and you've gotten it. Praise the Lord, praise Master Jesus. Now, something you'd want is to actually research. Research is very, very important. Research hospitals close by to where you'll be living. This is very, very important. Research how much they charge. And also, I mentioned in one of my videos, which I'll link under this in my description box, in Canada here, you pay your doctor separately, and you pay the hospital separately. You pay for services as well separately. So now do your research on a hospital. So I'll use myself as an example. I stay in the city called, a city in Ontario called Paris. Paris is close to a city called Brantford. I had my baby at Brantford. So I did a research with my auntie before getting here, and I found a hospital in Brantford. And when I checked, my auntie helped me reach out to them. We found out how much it costs to have a baby there. Now I'm getting somewhere. Just chill, relax. I'm sure you're like, why is she talking about the hospital right now? Like, isn't it giving us tips? I am. Calm down, okay? So yeah, you want to research and find out their breakdown structure of delivery. Get the breakdown structure for VAC delivery. Get the breakdown structure for cesarean. Get it out. You can also make your phone calls to make sure that it's an updated version that you're looking at. Print that out. So number two, you also want to get a doctor's appointment, like I said, because you pay for a doctor's services separately. And you also want to get his quotation, how much he charges. Get that as well. Let it be like something like an invoice sent to you. Print that out. Now you have those two documents. You have the hospital that you want to give birth, have your baby. You have the fee that they're charging. You know, that's like the full fee. If it's vaginal, if it's VAC delivery, it's this. If it's CS, it's this. You also have your doctor's invoice. If it's this, is that. Then that aside, you have those two documents. Number three, sorry, I put this down so I don't like really make mistakes like I said. So number three, you want to also have physical cash. Let me tell you something. If you're coming to Canada to have a baby, yes, even though you have sent your bank statements or so, but that one does not really count. It doesn't matter. They don't really care. They really want to see that you have, some of them want to see that you have physical cash. I'm speaking from my own experience and another person's experience. They want to see that you have physical cash. It's very, very important. Have some dollars with you. When I say dollars, not Canadian dollars. Of course, you don't really get, you might not really find Canadian dollars, but if you find, you can carry. But what is most likely for you to get is, what you mostly see in the market is USD. Yes, so get some money. Now, for example, my own delivery, I told you guys it was for the highest in the hospital, which was CS, would cost 25,000, and for the doctor's fee, that one was a fixed price, which was 1,500. So now what I did was to have half of that money at hand. Yes, why it was even half is because you see in Ghana there's a certain amount of money that you can carry. If not, you have to declare your cash, and sometimes I don't really like to you know, so I carried enough money that I know I would not have to declare, but I just wanted to have the physical cash because someone told me. In fact, I was not, in fact, let me even tell you, just being honest with you and me right now, just being honest, I did not even have dollars at hand at the moment before someone told me that, see, make sure. And I was like, would they ask? I've given back since I said, just bring physical cash. And which I did. I carried my physical cash in my purse with me. Nobody will disturb you when you're coming, entering the con, like when you're coming, like nobody will disturb you at your airport, Nigerian airport, Ghanaian. I don't know how Nigerian airport is, but nobody asks you to open your purse. Let me see how much you're carrying. But if it's like more than the amount that you're allowed to fly with, you might have to declare that amount, but just go with like at least 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, $10,000 at least, at most. You know, it just shows them that you have money. You understand? Number 4, another thing is that if in your application you applied to actually have a baby, if you said you actually wanted to have a baby in Canada, if you didn't go to the visitors route, okay, it's still like visitors route, but you saying that, oh, I'm coming here to visit and have my baby, if it's your application letter, good. Now sometimes, this is rare, but sometimes on 2 occasions it has happened to people that because I researched about this before coming to you guys. I just sit down and come. This is my experience and based on some other people. Now another thing is that they might ask you for a recommendation letter. Yes, because you saying that you want to come and have a baby in Canada, why can't you have a baby in Nigeria? And trust me, you don't want to come and start saying because there's greener pastures in Canada, because life, I want my child to have a Canadian passport. That one, they just send you home. No. So most times your own doctor, like if you have a good rapport with your doctor, you can just tell them, like, I mean, you've been antenatal there, I mean, for the past how many months, and now you're now coming to Canada. Your doctor should be aware of that. So your doctor can write something for you, like, oh, I just feel like medical wise, this, that, my patient should actually come have a baby. Something like that, something like a recommendation letter. That also comes in hand because they might ask you for that as well. Number 5, I think I mentioned 2 things. I mentioned doctor's appointment from Canadian doctor, the hospital's cost breakdown. Number 3 was physical cash. Number 4 was a letter of recommendation, and number 5, so I'm looking down because I don't want to miss anything. Yes, another thing is make sure you have an active mobile banking app. Because even after you have shown them the physical cash that you're coming to, oh, they'll ask you, do you have money? You're coming to give birth to a baby here in Canada? Yes. Okay. You tell them, I know how much it costs. You show them your doctor's appointment fee. Okay. The hospital cost breakdown. Okay. Oh, your bank statement to the car, because they'll open your record, if like they'll open it on their screen. They don't just allow people pass like that. They'll say, okay, so you have this, you have that. Okay, now what of the balance of the money? Because it's not just $10,000 to have a baby in Canada. What about the balance of money? They might want to now ask you that, don't see your mobile app to see that you actually have funds. So what you want to do is like maybe 3 months, not 3 months per se, a month or weeks before traveling, get your partner to store in money, maybe in your savings account. Just have money there. That one is not like when you're applying for a visa and you have to do the whole bank statement thing whereby you'll be putting money like frequent, especially when you don't work. You want to look as if you are working. It's not that. This one you want to put like a chunk load, the amount of money, like, so you just have the extra, even if it's not just in one account, but your mobile app should be able to display all your accounts. You know, if you have multiple accounts or if you have one account, you want to have like that money there. Because they're gonna ask you, they want to see, they want to know that you have money. And I'm telling you, this particular one, I'm speaking from my own experience, because they asked me there and there to open my, I should show them if I show them something that shows my income flow, that shows that I have this many money. They asked me and I did. I had to open it. So this is an experience. If it happened to me, it could happen to you, baby. So that's why I'm just giving you like 411 tips. So they're gonna ask you for that, and they can even go further to even ask for your partner's bank statements, and they want to see his account. They don't want to see his account, because these things happen to me straight up, and I'll tell my story one day on this channel. But like, I'm just giving an advice to anybody thinking of coming to Canada, because sometimes it's easy. Sometimes you will go there, they will not disturb you, they will welcome you, you enter. But once I realized in life, prepare for the worst. like prepare for the worst, because when you prepare for the worst, anything that wants to happen again does not move you, does not phase you, nothing like that. So you want to have an active mobile banking app on your phone, and don't worry, when you get to the airport there, like there's Wi-Fi, so you just connect, because I want to see that you actually have a flow. And yeah, so that's 5 things you must know. And another thing, please, immigration, this is the last thing. This is the most important thing, because I've mentioned 5 things. Now let me just go through. I mentioned the doctor's appointment letter from a doctor here in Canada, research for a hospital near you, the hospital's cost breakdown. Make sure you've spoken to them, they've emailed it to you, print it out, print out your doctor's appointment out though. Don't worry, you have somebody in Canada here, definitely somebody invited you here, so the person that invited you can help you do the inquiries and everything and get you those quotations. That is 2. Number 3, have your physical cash, your dollars. Just let them know that you have money, that you're not coming here, because a lot of people actually, because Canada is a welfare country, for those of you that do not know, they believe in your health before money. In fact, you go to your hospital now, they'll treat you, they'll tell you to go, they will send you your invoice in like 2 weeks, they'll send it to your mail. That's why they'll ask for your postal code, and they'll send it to your mail in like 2 weeks. They don't disturb you. So people come and take advantage of that, which is very bad. People do that a lot, and it's crazy. But see, if you think you come and take advantage of that system here, let me tell you, and you go away, let's say they don't catch you, if you ever have plans to actually relocate to Canada in future, that is when they'll catch you. See, immigration, they say, are you left our country? In fact, at the spot where you're coming back, they'll just arrest you there. So don't try it. So number 4, I mentioned that if you can get a letter of recommendation, it will be really good, because that's your own personal doctor in your country. If you can get that recommendation stating that you health conditions or something, Africa people have mago, but yeah, I'm not advising mago, but if you can get a recommendation letter, that it will be very good. It will help boost like your entry to the country. Yes. And number 5, I mentioned having an active mobile banking app, because they would definitely or most definitely or not ask you to open your mobile app, so they will see that, oh, you have the money. So like I said, maybe a month or 2 weeks or 3 weeks before you travel. Now that you haven't seen this video, you can just like, if you are planning, just have some funds aside, set it aside. Okay, this is my Canada birthing money. Let them just know you have the money. Let them see the money, the conversion of that. It doesn't have to be a dollar account. Let me state that. It could be Naira. They will do the conversion there. For me, they did the conversion, they right in front of me. It could be pounds, it could be euros, it could be cedis, it could be anything, whatever currency you have. That's what I want to make. So it doesn't have to be a dollar account or anything. Just have like the equivalent in your account. You want to put that there. So that's 5 things. And now the last thing, which is very important, so that you don't get sent back. Because that day I was at the immigration. When I arrived, there was a section which had people that they're sending back, and that was when I realized that visa does not guarantee entry into a country. You might get the visa, but you get sent back. This last thing you don't want to do, I'm sure you already know it. Lie. Do not lie. Me, I was heavily pregnant. On my application was visitor's visa, and they asked me in front. Like he was looking and said, did you state that you were coming here to give birth? I looked at him and said no. He said, did you state on your application? So wasn't I said yes, and they opened it and it's not there. What would I say? Because some people look people straight in the eyes and they lie. Like, I've heard stories. Somebody will say that they're coming. In fact, somebody will have applied for school visa, student visa, like 5 years ago, or something, or a function. Maybe someone wants to get married, or maybe your daughter wants to come and get married, or is getting married in Canada, and your daughter applied for a visa for you 5 years ago, and if the visa finally came, okay, now so you decided to travel, you not get to the check, but you not tell them that it's for your daughter's wedding that has passed 5 years ago. Why are you lying? Just say, oh yes, I applied 5 years ago, yes, and it didn't come out, so now it has come out. Let me come and see my daughter at the end of the day. They will not kill you. So most people go there and they start lying. Like, you start telling lies. Like, you be telling lies that are not your application, as if like they are silly, as if they cannot open your application right there and there. They have a screen in front of them, they have their systems, they can open it. I mean, like, so yeah, Is there anything I'm missing out? Yeah, if you also have food stuff and you want to declare it before you enter the country, because they start searching you and ask why didn't you not declare this, and you can also face paying a fine. I'm sure you will definitely pay a fine if you don't declare food stuff. So that's basically it. Like I said, this video is mostly targeted to my women that are coming to have kids. If you want me to do a video like this on what you should know as maybe on a student visa coming to school here, if you want me to find out, I will do my research, because there are people around me. I've made some friends, you know. I would ask people that are actually here on student visa. I would actually go there. Yes, I'll get that information for you, because you matter, and giving you good information and accurate information is very important to me. I don't want to come here and miss you. Yes, so I will go and ask questions, and I will bring those details to you guys, because I can't keep information to myself. I have to like spread it, you know. So let me know what you want me to talk about next, because 2 videos ago, the video I spoke about the cost of delivery here was actually a requested video. I think 2 people requested it, and I was like, okay, since 2 people have requested this video, let me actually research based on my experience and tell you guys. Because like me, I'm on this channel, I'm not hiding anything. I'm just like raw, tell you how it is, no sugarcoating, no maxing or anything. I just tell you how it is. So if you want to know more things about Canada here, do let me know in my comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, please, it means you watched it this far, don't go away, please subscribe. Many of you are coming, please subscribe, because the more you subscribe and I see that people are actually liking content like this, it will really boost my morale, and I'll give you guys more content. So yes, I remain your favorite girl, Tiffany Nweka, currently based in Canada. Till we see again next video. Bye.
Tune into the King of Sounds of